Welcome, travelers, to another episode of Fandom Station. I'm your host, Maverick, and this is my co-host, Evil Deeds. Today we have a special
Hello.
guest, Rio. Would you
What's
like to
up?
introduce yourself?
What's up? Boy Rio.
Yeah.
Good
Apparently, he and
evening.
Evil Deeds go way back. Uh,
Back to the golden days.
uh, yeah, so it's sure to be a long, interesting discussion there. All right, so you want to go ahead and start news, Evil Deeds?
Let's get it.
All right. Chainsaw Man ranks #1 on U.S. monthly book scans December list.
What happened in the most recent chapter for it to rank #1?
I don't think it's just been the recent chapter. It's probably been a bunch of chapters in a row that have been pretty crazy. I'm actually caught up today on Chainsaw Man. I've been reading it for a while.
Really?
Like like there was a Chainsaw Man Part 1 came out like a while ago, and then they came out with Part 2. So Part 2 has been going on for a long time. And Part 2 kind of focuses on other stuff that were a little bit different than Part 1. Uh, there's But yeah,
I would have
I can see it,
expected.
but it's so kind of crazy to think like a Japanese manga, a Japanese book is the #1 book apparently on like according to this list anyway in America.
Wait, that's for America?
Yeah. Chainsaw Man ranks #1 on U.S. monthly book scan list. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's why
fair.
it's news. Yeah,
To be
yeah,
fair, it is
17
Chainsaw
manga.
Man.
I mean, like, wow, it's like I wonder how it is back in like schools now. It's like it's just like are there just a bunch of manga lying in the libraries now?
Like, bro, like
Have-
you can go to the library and find a manga now. That's crazy.
no, you could always do that. I always saw manga in the
Not
library.
from in high school.
No, well, maybe not in high school because I think nobody goes to nobody
It,
went to
it
the library in high
depends
school.
this was a very, very, very long time ago. But back in my old elementary school, we used to have all of the Dragon Ball Z manga in the library.
That's fair, but at the same time, it's Dragon Ball. Like
But
everyone
you got
knows Dragon Ball.
it's still the manga in this Z. Goku got shot. I saw blood. I was 8 years old.
I remember as a kid. Every time something like kind of graphic or somebody cursed in a book, I would like always like go over to somebody like, "Oh, do you see what they did here? They used the F word." I was like,
Man,
oh, I can't believe they let us get away with this.
I'm still
But
surprised that it's Chainsaw Man over JJK.
mm, I
Out of
guess it kind of
those
makes
two,
sense.
with the way that people are, it's because also JJK is on a break. But
Yeah, I'm
No, it's
supposed
not on a
to.
break. No, it's not on a break
He
right.
just
I don't know.
he's
December
doing month
in this
long. He's doing
in
month
this. I
long
mean,
manga.
maybe it was because December had like maybe it was fewer chapters, but I don't know. I think it might be because I can
most,
probably be spoiling this transfer.
most
I think Chainsaw Man cares more about the characters a little bit more. I don't know more. That's why it might be
I'm
more
pretty
popular than
sure
JJK.
he announced. I'm pretty sure Gege announced that he was going on a break.
Yeah, Gege
Um,
is on a break right now. But I was saying like, because he took like 2 breaks back in December. But
yeah. Oh no, you see, this list is for December, so the breaks right now
yeah,
shouldn't affect it.
yeah. But I was saying like, yeah, back everybody's mad at JJK. So it's like if they were reading it, they stopped reading it. They're telling other people to not
Yeah,
read it.
for various spoilers reasons, which we won't go into.
Okay, look, it had to happen sooner or later. Okay, you had to think that
Well,
it would
JJ,
happen. I'm not saying
When,
what it
okay, so
is.
mm,
Let's
when
just
y'all
say
Dragon
it's
doing
had to
about to
fall
go.
off eventually.
It's
Is that what
about
you're
to go
saying,
oh,
Kyoto?
2.0.
hey,
Is that what
please
you're
bring me
saying? Is
back.
that what you're saying? Over days, where they eventually had to, Jujutsu Kaisen eventually had to fall off.
No, I'm just saying JJK eventually had to get his Bakugo moment.
Uh, I want. All right, let's move on to the next one. uh,
Look, the only
uh,
people that will get that is people that know the what happened. So
um, I'm interested to see if anybody here besides me has heard of this anime. Day Alive: When Dystopia game gets worldwide release on Steam. Has anybody heard
Isn't
of Day
Data
Alive
Live
before?
a mech?
That's crazy that you think it's a mech. Rio,
I
have you
don't
heard of Day
remember.
Alive before?
I have not.
I've
Okay.
seen like the
Uh,
little app on Google Play, and it looks like a mecha for some reason.
uh, uh, well, it's kind of mecha elements. Like they have parrot suits, but that's about it. But well,
So I was
since
right.
you didn't know about it, since you didn't know about it, I'll just move on. Uh, Montauk Rouge, the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash, and they reveal same day English dubcast. That makes me interested because we're watching Montauk Rouge, so I might move over to the dub. uh,
What did they do for the
I,
dub? Who did they cast?
I don't know. They just revealed the. I haven't looked into it, but they just have. They said that it's the same. It's the same day. I think it might be a simulcast with English dub and English sub.
Hmm.
So, I might, and with the way the way the anime is like they have like a lot of like English names. Very
Yeah.
clearly, it's not like supposed to be. It's very clearly not set in, in Japan because like the main setting is Mars as far right now. So I don't know.
It
It
is
might be cool
Mars.
to watch it. Might be cool to watch in English and then Japanese. So
Let's just hope
might check.
that the dub
Might,
sounds good.
yeah, I might check that out. I don't know. Dub has been on lines lately. I would say like dubs right now like usually very good if they're like for stuff like this. I think this this anime puts a lot of attention to like its that aesthetics, has good sound design, good animation. So
While on the
I think
subject of dub, I just want to point out that the best dub that we've had in anime to me is legit from the older anime. None of the recent anime has had a really good dub to me.
really,
Like
really. What about Hunter x
like
Hunter? Hunter x Hunter had an amazing dub to me. I was like,
Hunter x
they
Hunter
were in the
is
studio cooking up.
2012. Hunter x Hunter is
So
2012. I said
I mean, anime has been around for a long time. Like I was thinking when you said that, I was thinking you were talking about like
I
stuff like
said
Trigun and Cowboy
recent.
Bebop. So Hunter x Hunter isn't recent to you?
No. It's like saying AOT started yesterday. That's just no.
No, I mean I'm just like when I say recent, I'm like thinking of the whole history of anime from the 1970s to now.
Nigga, if we're doing that, then Atomic Boy is my great great grandfather. That's what that's what that is. No, I'm just saying
But
relative
I mean,
to
like,
Naruto and Bleach. Relative to Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, all of those that have
yeah, I mean, like this because and you gotta think of the time, the lifespan of anime is a lot longer than I mean give it credit for because like those anime you all mentioned, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece are all going on still in some kind of way. So even if you want to say that,
wait,
it's
wait. We don't count Boruto. We don't no. Naruto is done.
it's still in the same. Okay, all right, okay. Well, I'll give you that, but still, I'll say in some way, I'm like that franchise is still continuing, like with new episodes, that are canon to the show. Still, like that's like saying Star Wars is done just because the first
It
eight episodes
is, it is,
are
it
over.
is.
No,
Star Wars ended after the prequel trilogy. No, it
that's like saying
ended.
the MCU. That's like saying the MCU was done because Endgame was over.
See, you're starting to get it.
I mean, if you seen Phase 4, you should agree.
Like it's he's getting it. Besides Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was amazing, top tier movie.
I haven't watched it yet, but I
We
told
can't be
her.
cherry pick. I mean, cherry picking. We can't be cherry picking here.
But I can. You want to know why? Because I'm a fan. Fans can cherry pick. It's in the description.
All
In
right.
the terms of
Something. Okay.
It's
Now
in
onto
the
something
terms of
less.
service.
Now onto something less controversial, or maybe more. Pokemon Horizons, a new anime with where
Yeah.
Ash is in the main character. Oh, reveals an English trailer. Wait, no, it's going to reveal the English trailer on March 7th on Netflix.
okay.
So man,
Why is it on
I haven't
Netflix is
seen
Netflix?
really
it, but I
scooping up that Pokemon stuff.
Oh yeah, they got the other show too, like the vacation one. I don't
Yeah, the
remember what it's called.
Pokemon Concierge
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Concierge. Yeah,
Why couldn't they make it a
yeah.
word
It's
people
about
could pronounce?
yeah.
I
If you don't
can't
know
believe
what's about, if you don't know what's about Rio, have you heard of Pokemon Concierge? Concierge?
no.
Okay, Pokemon Concierge is basically it uses this really interesting animation style. I think it's stop motion. It's like a stop motion thing, you know, like kind of like the Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
the other Tim Burton stuff, where like we're like this like woman, she goes to this island where apparently they take care of Pokemon, and basically just her job is basically make sure all the Pokemon are well treated and they're living well. I thought, man, it looks pretty cool. I might watch it just just for something different.
If I'm not mistaken, the trailer showed Psyduck like 15 times.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah. Like her companion creature is basically like like an Ash has Pikachu. May no Dunn has Piplup. Her like companion is like a Psyduck.
He's just everywhere at all times doing things.
Yeah.
That's his character. If I'm
Psyduck's probably the one. Psyduck is probably one of the funniest Pokemon out there.
until you see
Okay.
Pikachu with a gun,
Okay.
but that's
Who's
besides the point.
who was that? Who was the Pokemon? The blue Pokemon that followed Team Rocket around?
Oh, you
uh,
talking about the little blob thing?
Bubble Fett.
The one that can reflect stuff.
Oh wait, he
I
said it.
forgot that.
Yeah, Wobble Fett.
What
Boba Fett. Yeah.
Wobbuffet, yeah, Wobbuffet is MVP for Team Rocket at least. So he's pretty funny.
To be fair, Team Rocket has two because Meowth, but Meowth is hit or miss. I wonder if
Yeah,
people
he's
Meow
hit or
really
miss.
like Meowth.
is a whole dude.
I never liked him. It was uncanny valley for me. I was like, he like I barely saw him. I barely saw him as a Pokemon.
Meowth had more to say sometimes than the other two,
Yeah,
James and
James and Jesse.
Bro,
Jester.
Meow was
Jesse.
just a yapper.
Meowth,
Um,
Meowth got a degree in yapping. Like he majored
do
in
y'all
it, specialized it.
do y'all still remember his backstory, Meowth's backstory? Because I still remember it to this day.
I
I
don't.
don't.
I think he wanted to impress this other Pokemon, so he learned how to speak like reading like an English book. Wait a second, was that English? Wouldn't it be Japanese? like,
I
Yeah.
I just remember him looking at the alphabets. Man, I don't know, mate. He learned how to reading some kind of book. Just to impress his crush. But when he does learn how to do it, like she thinks he's weird for being able to speak, and that sends him to. In that sense, I think the first word he ever learns is rocket. And
Why
I think after that,
rocket?
because I think it was just in the book he was reading. He just saw a rocket. That's why he learned. That's what first word he learned. Uh, and then from that point on, he eventually joins Team Rocket. Team Rocket. I was like, I thought that was an interesting backstory. So you're saying all Pokemon can learn how to speak. They're all too lazy, unmotivated.
I firmly believe
Yeah.
if Pikachu, I firmly
Good.
believe if Pikachu learned English, he would be a menace to society.
Mm.
No, Pikachu would be saying all types of slurs.
Like, bro, they're like the episode is so funny. I was scrolling through Instagram and there's a like thing of Ash and Pikachu just being sassy. The one where the Team Rocket like falls in the water and Pikachu's like hoping they're dead, but they're alive, and Pikachu just snaps his fingers like, "Dang it, man!" Like Pikachu would be saying some insanity if he learned English.
Yeah, Pikachu is just be lethally shocking people like all the time. He's trying to kill them. And he's like always confused about how they're still surviving. Like he has tried to kill Team Rocket all this time, but they keep on coming back.
we will quickly learn that Pika Pika means fuck you.
Oh no! Actually, Pikachu was really a menace in the first episode. He was actually a menace. Like he was so bad. He like Professor Oak was like no other person, like no other trainer can like tame or like can like befriend Pikachu. He's just that bad. He will shock people for no reason.
I
Like,
think the only
bro,
real reason Ash was able to tame that Pikachu is because that Pikachu likes the way Ash just be talking shit to everybody. Because every time Ash sees a girl, he's always immediately on their ass.
No. They
wait,
see the later seasons kind of like watered down Ash. I remember Ash in the beginning. He was like a Yusuke Urameshi, and now he's more like a Deku. He's like a more like, he went from Yusuke Urameshi to like a Zuko Midoriya in
Yeah,
later
bro.
seasons.
bro
They
started
really watered
regretting.
him
Honestly,
down.
honestly, bro, we need a series for Pokemon wherein it's just all the smoke. Like Mewtwo took over, bro, changed reality or something, and everyone just wants smoke. Like that's it. Everyone's just fighting. That's the anime.
I think there's like a this is like some like specials like special episodes like they be come out every so often that kind of shows like a more serious Pokemon. Have y'all ever seen the Pokemon Black and White trailer? That was like one of the coolest things.
I have
It was like when if you watch it, like it's like the Pokemon are actually fighting, like they're like actually scrapping. Or and there's also the Pokemon manga they have. Like they have like a manga for like almost every single like game generation. Where like I think
really.
Pokemon actually get hurt. Yeah Pokemon. I think Pokemon actually get hurt in that one. Like they might bleed or something. It's like a lot. It's a lot more serious than the anime, the games. No, it's manga, but I haven't actually read them. Just heard a lot about them. All right, on to the next thing. One Punch Man creator, the manga creator at least, Yusuke Murata announced his own animation studio. So
Ooh,
yeah, that's
okay.
interesting. He's already released clips for anime they're working on.
I have to look at that.
Very
I
interesting.
looked
Like
into
my
it.
first
I
time I hear it.
still have not
Say that again.
I still like because I know you probably remember this, but I used to be a grade A One Punch Man hater for no reason.
What is you? Because because I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
fine.
at the same time I was a One Punch Man lover. Like I am an enthusiast for One Punch Man. I love that show.
Yeah, the one
Yo,
anime you
did y'all
never
know about
can
One
never
Punch Man before
convince
the
me to
anime
watch.
came out? No.
What?
I was original. I said, did y'all know about One Punch Man before the anime came out?
No. To be fair,
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
really into manga. So
Exactly.
yeah, but
I'm just joking.
you don't
But like,
represent it
I
like
knew
that.
about One Punch. I didn't know. I think I read a few chapters. I had heard about it before
You
it got anime.
you
I
read
didn't
the
know about
manga,
it.
I played the games. We're not the same.
Well, man, we can be like we can coexist in our own lanes. Come on, two legends can coexist. This man has set out to play every single anime mobile game. Now I'm content with reading a bunch of anime before they become anime.
If you have a game, I will play it if it's for an anime I like. No matter how bad, no matter how good.
And he's not lying too. I remember when I met this man, every time we was on the bus, he's playing the goddamn Seven Deadly Sins game on his phone.
Yes, Grand Cross. I played Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross so much in high school. Ah, I miss it.
Yeah, yeah. He showed me him playing video game mobile games that haven't even been translated yet. Like I'm like, you can't even read what's going on. You have no idea what's going on. You're just playing just to play. What is this kickball? You might as
I
well
don't
playing.
need
You
to
might as well.
read. I don't need to read to play. Mm-mm.
He just
Like
needs you to tell.
what are you doing? Like what are you
You got
doing?
no,
You probably the type of guy who skips cutscenes.
Okay, I do, but I can't understand it. So, like, what am I gonna
Man,
do?
man, I'm talking about in just regular games that you actually can understand. You probably skip all the
All
time.
right,
I got my phone.
no,
So
no,
you probably skip
no.
the cutscenes.
I'm a completionist. I've fully completed Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, that's an achievement in its own right. For anyone who doesn't know why that's an achievement, Batman Arkham Knight, you have to collect 240 small fucking riddles from around the map. It's annoying and time consuming. And I did it like a true completionist.
I respect you for it because I'm a completionist, but I don't feel like doing that shit.
It was so much. When I did it, I just stopped playing the game.
All right.
Like that was
I
the
think that's.
last time I touched it.
I think that's all I have for news. Unless y'all have anything else to say. If y'all got
I
any news, you
think
can bring it up.
I'm pretty sure Persona 5 The Phantom X is coming out in these first couple of months, but it's only going to be overseas. It's going to be SEA. So
Mm.
like Asia,
Oh,
Thailand, and I am getting it.
no.
I will
I
play
actually,
that game
actually,
even though I can't
I actually
understand it.
started. I actually started playing Persona 5 recently. Persona 5 Royal.
Finally!
Yeah.
It took you
I'm
3
still.
years.
I did. I'm not sure how much. Um. What do you call it? I don't know. I don't know how much I'm able to say this, but like, I'm still waiting for the part where it gets good.
Okay, you will not disrespect Persona like this.
So
No,
tough.
no,
I
no,
mean,
I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm like 20 minutes in. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I just gotta play a few hours. I'm thinking, I'm wondering what is this game going to do that makes it so great. I'm like, I can't imagine it. I'm like, I'm not like, I have pretty decent. This is like one of the few things I have kind of pretty like mid-level expectations. I'm usually going into low expectations. I'm like, the way people have been gassing this up, I don't know what this game could do. Like this game has to like cook me breakfast or something. I don't know. Like what can this game do to make it be gassed up this much? Like
Like,
it's like
it's a
the
beautiful
music is
game.
I want
if
you to
it's just a
understand.
soundtrack, it better not just be the soundtrack. If it was just a soundtrack, I could just listen to the soundtrack on YouTube. I don't need to play the game for
Look,
it.
even these, I respect you. I love you like a brother, but you not getting me to play Persona.
Bro, look, okay, look, hear me out, hear me out. It's only 200 hours, okay? It's that's it. It's just like 200.
I don't have 200 hours. Man.
Yo, even there, you got like 1 minute. Try to pitch it to us. Try to pitch Persona
Out of
5
its
to us.
Persona? Man,
Yeah, try to pitch it.
okay. So, have any of you out there really wanted to play a game? Well, Persona's that game. It's a game you can play for hours, days even. You will never finish that game. And I'm not saying this to you as a promise. You're stuck. You're in a gameplay loop in which you literally cannot finish the game because you can't beat the boss. It's too hard. But that's the fun of it. You go back, fight again, go back to fight the boss, lose. But wait, there's more. You lose and you go back, fight some more, and this time you may or may not win against the boss. But it's okay. Just make sure your characters are leveled up and you're having fun. And for those of you that are lonely in life, it's a dating sim. You can recruit girls to be your wives. How about that? So, if you
Uh,
need if you need a game to play or you're just lonely and a weirdo, Persona 5 is your game.
all right, Rio. How about what you think of that?
Uh, on presentation, give you a 7 out of 8. That was very interesting entertainment. You kind of had me hooked. I love when something starts off with a good do you just want a game to play? Um,
Yes, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And it's like so he makes it sound like Persona 5 is like Fire Emblem, which I actually like. But I also I like how he didn't say anything about the story, which is
The
good because
story is its own
that's
thing. You have to experience the story
which is
yourself.
good since avoid spoilers. But like, I'm just thinking. Nobody's ever sold me on the story. I feel like people say someone has a good story, but nobody's ever sold me on the story. Nobody says any. But then again, that's how I not get spoiled about it. So maybe that's a good thing.
To be fair, Persona does have an amazing story, but once
You know.
again, 200 hours.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I'll
have to
give
wait.
I'll give it like at least 3. I'll give it 3 hours to decide if it's good or not. I'll give it
Like
three
What
three
everyone
is
else
it?
hours.
thinks like everything like fully explained to them. They want to know how the game works, know the mechanics, what it looks like. You said 200 hours, so like that's a lot of time to put into a game. I'm down with that. I love wasting time on games that take too long.
Like
That's the opposite.
the thing that
He's
made
kind
So
of
that's
me
why
exaggerating.
because
really
It's only like 100 hours. It's not that long.
it's about I think 120.
because
I think it's
take
about
this real.
People
120 hours.
people completing that game. It depends. I think people completing that game like in like 60, 70 hours.
Speedrunners.
Is a walking simulator, and I play the game because it's just that I just get to walk and look at stuff, and I enjoy my time. I just be wasting hours in the day walking around.
What
You
you
can
talking
do
walking somewhere?
a
You talking about
lot of
college?
stuff. You can do a lot of stuff in Persona though. You want to go out to eat? Go out to eat. You want to go to the gym? Get ripped. You want to go fight someone? You can't exactly do that, but you get the point.
They
So
can
you're
fight beat.
saying I might as well I have better time playing an MMO where I can do everything.
Also, if you really want to have a spoiler to get you into the game, you get to fight God. Kinda.
It's a
That's all you need to
JRPG.
know.
Of course you get to fight. Of course you get to fight God. That's how That's how everyone ends. Like, okay, you do everything, including all the missions. Beat the evil kings and generals, and then you fight God.
That's just the final boss for every JRPG. God.
It's not. That's not even much of an exaggeration because like a lot of our JRPGs, you do get to end of finding something that's like, yes, I have become the most powerful being on the planet. I could end this world in an instant if I wanted to. Like you basically end up finding God at the end anyway, or something that becomes as powerful as God.
That is
Like
fair.
Uh, see, so if no more news, we'll move on to the main topic. The main topic for this episode is going to be anime characters that steal the spotlight from MC. I can name a few off the top of my head, but I'll let one of y'all go first.
Um Rio's the guest. You should go first.
all right, so I'm gonna just set it up. I'm gonna just start it off easy and give the audience an example of what we mean. And like everyone should know this one already. Characters that steal the show. This motherfucker is Satoru Gojo.
Yes, the prime
Yeah,
benefactor. It's stealing your shit. He took the
yeah, that's a
show and kept it from the first episode, bro. Like it's
a trope
actually
example.
unfair to Yuji. It's
Yeah,
unfair to Yuji.
he's like a trope codifier. Like think like this. When you think of Jujutsu Kaisen, the first thing probably comes up to an average person who's not really familiar with the show is probably Satoru Gojo. Like not, people aren't going into debates of being like, man, I wonder if Yuji can fight Goku. I wonder if Yuji can fight Naruto. They're thinking, I wonder if Gojo can fight Goku. I wonder if Gojo can fight Naruto. That's when you know this is the type of spotlight stealing character we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? When
Gojo.
you still in the spot of MC and versus debates, yeah, you made it.
Gojo is the absolute worst example because half of the story of JJK revolves solely around his
Around
entire.
him. It's
Yeah,
because he's so strong that the story happens. Like it's the
like
primary reason for the Shibuya arc. It's because
like
he's so strong.
yeah. The storyline literally is like more focused on him than anybody else. Like you go to JJ, I think anything that's like we've seen any spinoff or anything like that. The prime connecting thread is probably Gojo because like think about it, JJK Zero. What's the biggest follow through from that to the flight to the man anime? Think about it.
Gojo. That's
Like
unfair.
specifically
Uh,
Ghetto. Like you first find out about Ghetto. and
Oh
JJK
yeah,
Zero. Like if you read them, because JJK Zero actually came out first, and Gojo
yeah.
is Geto's best friend, and also Yuta's brought in to JJK Society by Gojo. He's the one who keeps him from being executed, just like Yuji. Then with season two, like that's the first starts a little flashback arc of Gojo, and then the whole of the Shibuya arc is about trapping Gojo. And then everything after that, a huge chunk of that after that is like basically, hey, how do we save Gojo, unseal Gojo? Like,
I'm pretty sure Gojo said that it's because he was born that her spirits literally got stronger.
no, 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 no,
Like
Yeah,
no, 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 no,
he
no.
just he just
Gojo
made
didn't say
Gojo
that.
insane.
Oh, no, no, Gojo didn't say that. The narrator said that. The world itself said that. Like
The
that's like
world is
canon. Like that's like word of God stuff. The word of God was basically like, yes, the curse
Gojo
is God. This isn't speculation at all.
Gojo was so strong that this motherfucker Gege said they were mad at Gojo because they didn't even know how to write him out of the story so they could actually focus on everybody else.
Like
Like
He worked
to like
harder.
to go into
Gojo's
detail about
entire character is just insanity.
to go into detail about his birth. So when he was born, the in order to compensate, Curse spirits got stronger because he was so special. They were like, we had to get stronger to compensate for that. That's the kind of importance he has in the story. But like, speaking of him though, there's another character who's very similar to Gojo, and how he's a mentor for MC and basically like he's the strongest one around. And that character is Sinbad from Magi. Now, Rio, have you heard of this character?
No,
You haven't heard of Sinbad from Magi?
I'm not.
To be
Have you
fair, I
heard
don't
of
think
Magi?
Magi is as widely watched as you think.
It no it is it's pretty big in the anime community. Just it's not as big as JJK. It's not as big as Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't.
Sadly enough.
To be fair, I didn't finish Magi, so
So
I
so
can't really.
I guess I'll have to explain from the beginning. So like Magi, it's basically an anime inspired by the 1001 Arabian Nights with like mostly like Aladdin and the lamp, Aladdin genie and the lamp. So Aladdin's the main character. He has this genie that he can summon from his like flute, and he meets this other it's this character called Alibaba, who's just like a random Joe, if seemingly, and they basically go around to different dungeons that appear around the world, and try to get treasures from those dungeons that appear. Now these dungeons are very special. They're like kind of like they're like video game dungeons, but no, it's not like a video game aesthetic to it. Like they basically have all kinds of treasure, and if you conquer the dungeon, like you beat the dungeon, get all the way to like the main level, you get this item called a Mel Vessel that basically allows you to summon your own genie. And normally one a person only conquers one dungeon only gets one Mel Vessel with a genie or a Jin in this as they call it. But Sinbad has the most. He has conquered 7 dungeons and got 7 Jin. That's why he's so strong in this verse.
Sinbad has his own spin-off series as well. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he does.
sure.
He does. Yeah, like it's yeah. Well, like yeah, usually like you need to, you have people have entire armies that take into the dungeon or to get one mill vessel, but he has 7 of them. So other people playing like a whole different game. They're playing like Digimon, and he's playing Pokemon. Like just like oh this I'm gonna throw this one out today.
Uh, Another character who might just be the originator of it's not your show, it's mine. To me, Broly. When they
Yeah,
revealed Broly, I don't care if you didn't root for Broly while he was dogging the Z fighters, you're lying to yourself.
I don't,
When
I don't, I
Broly
don't
was
think Broly. I don't think
introduced,
Broly. I don't
when
think Broly
Broly was
counts in this
introduced,
spot.
everyone loved Broly. Everyone loved Broly. Hadn't been talked about for like 15 to 20 years, and people were still talking about Broly That's how insane Broly is, Maverick.
Yeah,
Broly was getting
but he
talked
just,
about while not having an anime appearance in 20 years. And then they
I know,
brought
but
him back just so
he
he
doesn't
can
take
steal
over.
it again, bro.
He doesn't take over the show in the same capacity as the other two we've already brought up. Like he doesn't, he's not like
He's not a
he's like a very like
consistent character. He's not a
yeah.
consistent character in the show, but he had one movie and he's still being talked about. And they just
This
recently brought him back and now he's canon, so he can be in the
Oh,
show. And I'm
let me
telling you
let me explain
now,
the history of Broly real quick. So I can't tell you the exact year this movie came out, but the first Broly movie ever was a filler movie that took place between the 10 days of waiting for the Cell games. This random saying, this dude named Paragus, he comes to this planet, he comes to Earth with a bunch of people following him, and he's like, Vegeta, we found you. We've come to reinstate your place as the king of the Saiyans. We're going to take you to this planet, and you're going to be the king that you were supposed to be when your father died. So, they get everybody on this planet, and they go to this planet, and all of a sudden, I can't remember this movie the exact way because I mostly watched the abridged version of this movie whenever I just feel like doing something. But all of a sudden, Goku shows up, and he used to have a really the dumbest part about Broly is that his entire thing was crying whenever he hated Goku because when they were babies they were in the pods next to each other, not shut up every day and every night, which kills me because I'm pretty sure Goku was born the day of when Frieza destroyed the planet in the OG version. So the fact that this Broly remembers that from like the 20 minutes that he spent next to him is crazy. But
just crying. That's all he remembers, bro.
it makes him transform. He turns into this 700-pound, 10'3", just nothing but pure testosterone and muscle. And for the next hour of the movie, he won the like sevens, the entire set of Z fighters by himself. And doesn't take damage until the very last 5 minutes of the movie. An
Broly
hour of straight dogging Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo and Trunks.
Broly literally beat generations of fighters, of warriors. The same people that fought Frieza, the same people that fought Cell, got dogged by Broly.
But
And
I
they
tell you,
finally made him canon.
Broly was such a force that Vegeta didn't even fight him for the first 30 minutes of the movie. He was watching them get beat up because he was that terrified.
That's
Vegeta!
not even that's not even including the fact that the Arthur had to limit Super Saiyan because if he got anything more, he would literally be fighting Beerus. Like this man would be insane if he actually learned the other transformations.
Yeah,
And
because
now that he's
this
canon,
version of him now, if this man was fighting in his base form, just regular black hair, just regular everyday form, fighting Vegeta in his god form. Had this man go Super Saiyan God.
Frieza, Goku, and Gohan. I mean, and Vegeta. And the only way, to be fair, they did dog him, but I feel like that's
I'll,
just
I'll,
story. Okay. But the
yeah, they
only
words. Yeah.
reason, the only reason they ended up getting Broly was because they went the most brain dead form, which was
Well,
um
no. Vegeta still exists.
I really do think Gogeta's stronger than Vegeta.
I don't.
No, I mean, by the logic of the series, well, he might be. No, not. Yeah. Gogeta might be stronger than Vegeta, but the series says that Batara fusion is stronger than like regular fusion. So Vegeta should be stronger. Vegeta should be stronger than Gogeta.
That's what they say.
Here's the thing, right?
Yes,
Think about the person who says that. You won't believe
it's
the mouth of a Supreme Kai, knowing they ain't worth
yeah.
they're not worth anything.
I just want to bring up the fact that the Supreme Kai uh, was indeed around the Majin Buu saga, and he got completely and utterly bitched by Majin Vegeta. Uh,
Wait.
like
What
to
does
the
strength have to do with like the validity
I'm
of that
just saying,
statement?
bro, you have Supreme Kai in your name,
Dragon Ball
and
fans like he's not strong. That
and
means he's a
this is
liar.
you, bro.
He's not strong
Bro,
as other people. That means you can't trust him. You can't trust
I
what he
didn't
says.
say that was that. I'm just
That's
bringing
what you
up
implied.
something
That
that
was
people need
implied.
to know. I'm just saying people
You
need
literally
to
said
know.
how are we gonna trust Supreme Kai if he's getting defeated by Majin Buu? That's literally what you said. I
He's
don't even
getting
put words in your
defeated
mouth.
by a normal dude with the name Supreme Kai. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what? Majin Buu's not a normal dude. He's literally
Majin
an
Vegeta.
ogre monster that has existed from
Well,
time.
it
Huh?
was Supreme
It
Kai that
wasn't.
made Pataro stronger. It was Old Kai who's been trapped in
Yeah,
a sword.
Elder. Well, yeah. Even then, yeah, Elder Kai says it, and you can trust Elder Kai because like he unleashed
Okay.
Gohan's potential. He's not. He,
Yeah, but
I
he's
know.
still an old man. I don't know. Like, he could be missing something here and
He's the
there.
old. He's like one of the top people in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah,
At
and
least
dementia's a
like
thing. So, how do we
He
know
universe.
that?
used Gohan's potential, but did Gohan really do anything with it?
Did Gohan
That's
do anything?
that's good. He eventually does something with it when he defeats Cell Max.
We don't talk about that.
Look. When y'all do
It
an
took 10 years,
episode
but
that's about
he
Dragon
eventually
Ball power
lived up to
scaling,
his
please
potential.
bring me because I have something to say about people that genuinely beat Gohan is stronger than the forms Goku and Vegeta have now.
Gohan got, like, he didn't get scuffed. Gohan's character got tragically messed up. To give
We're
this
not echo
man,
we're not echo chamber here. If we had an episode about Dragon Ball Power Scaling, we would probably all agree that it's pretty busted.
to give Gohan a form after not doing a single thing since the Z series, to power him up to a form that you're saying is as strong as Ultra Instinct is insanity to me.
I'll just before we move on to like the next character, let's all give our theories on what Gohan Beast is, or conversely, how stupid it is. But like my theory is that Gohan Beast is the next level of potential release. That's the only thing that makes kind of sense, and that maybe when Gohan first got his potential release because it used to be potential release wasn't transformation, right? It was just like he made him stronger, but then video games made it a transformation, and then eventually Super made it a transformation. But like it's a transformation now. We can get I got over it, but it's a transformation. It's possible that like when Ellicott does that, it makes him use his like Gohan uses that to go to his limits and like that he couldn't do normally. But he never topped it. He never pushed so hard or never trained as hard enough to go into his beast form, which is the next level of potential unleash. Basically, he was only using like a portion of his potential unleash, and now he's using the full. He's now using a higher level of it, which makes potential unleash a kind of a misnomer. Like it's not like a full potential release, I guess. Now it's it was partial potential release, and Golden Beast is a higher level of potential release. That's my theory for now. What do y'all think?
I think it's because Akira Toriyama wrote himself into a drastic hole. He realized that, okay, Goku has Ultra Instinct. This is insane. And then in the manga, he gave Vegeta Ultra Ego, and he was like, "But we can't just have two fighters. So we got to bring someone else up, and he was boxed. Like, what could he do besides upgrade Gohan? And he just did something insane. Like, he did insanity that didn't even need to be done. That's what I think.
Yes. So you don't have any idea about what Golden Base is? You think Toriyama just made up a new form and has no clear
Yes.
explanation for it? Okay.
Yes.
That might be more likely than what I said. We might have a Vegeta Blue situation here. We might have Vegeta Blue
Like,
Evolution situation. Blue Evolution was
like,
like the most. I don't know. It was like the most like forced transformation ever. It was like okay, Vegeta feels strongly, so he gets a new blue upgrade. It's like that Goku. I
I
guess
mean,
Goku
at
doesn't
least
feel things.
at least with Blue Evolution, it at least made like the segue into it at least like pertain to an actual situation. Go on Beach just came out of nowhere.
it
Here's
Wait,
my
literally
wait, wait,
just
wait, wait, wait,
popped
wait,
up.
wait, wait. We can't say we can't.
Yes,
Cell
we
Max is literally about
can.
to destroy the world.
Hold on, hold on,
No,
hold
no, we
on, hold
can't.
on.
We can't.
Because
Wait.
the whole point of that movie was it wasn't danger.
No,
Like
no, no,
the
no.
movie,
Wait, wait.
no, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
before we get out track, before we get out track, or I'm specifically talking about him saying Vegeta Blue was in response. Well, evolution was in response to a situation. I'm saying that the situation Gohan was in was also pretty dire. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying
no,
here.
that's not what I meant.
Before we
What
go
I
on.
meant what I meant by it is like you could completely understood where Vegeta was getting the power from because it was the same thing as how they usually get their power ups where they focus on usually the prospect of about to die soon like they
Yeah,
usually do. Everybody's about to die. They're fighting for their loved ones. They're trying to save the world, blah blah blah. You know, at least the segue into what he was thinking about because it's the same thing he did. It was the exact same process he had when he did the final explosion as Majin Vegeta. Unlike Gohan has seen Piccolo get beat up several times. There is no reason
Yeah,
why that specific
but like you
concept.
just said, Vegeta has felt the same thing several times as well. Like, how is it you can
but
repeat things
but
for Vegeta, but you can't repeat things for
here's
Gohan?
here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing. Here's why it makes absolutely no sense. Cell Max was brought in the last 10 minutes of the movie, 15.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of Cell Max was to destroy everything, right? And I could see how you would assume that would incur an upgrade, right? But just 3 minutes before, all of them were just sitting around cooling. Like there was no danger to Gohan. Gohan wasn't in a state of heightened emotions, which is what you need when you transform. There was nothing to bring Gohan's emotional level to the extent where he would become as strong as Ultra Instinct. There was literally nothing
Mm-hmm.
because the entire movie he didn't fight anyone that was even on par with him. One and two was
Mm-hmm.
never on par with Gohan, and if
So
you
you're
say
saying
they were, you're retarded.
what you basically what you're saying? Gohan didn't have enough of emotional build up to the moment, even though he got into a situation where where the world could have been destroyed. You're saying he didn't spend enough time
It wasn't
being
build up.
stressed before
When
that.
Perfect Cell came out, it wasn't
I
like
think
a
that's different.
fight. No, no, no.
I
When
think it's
Perfect Cell
different. I
came
think it's
out, it
different.
wasn't a fight. They essentially one shot that Cell with the
But
special
he
event.
also
Like
Still Max. The world was in danger though. I'm saying I think what you have is like a feelings difference. Like it didn't capture the right feeling for you. Like it
Yeah,
makes sense. Wow, go home to feel that, but as an audience, we're just 3 minutes ago you all chill. Like now you having the most emotional breakdown you had in like a decade. So I think that's what's going on. Like in universe, it makes sense for him to like it's like spaz out and have a rage burst. But for us as an audience, it's not enough of a pull. We don't really. It seems like out of nowhere, but like you know what I'm saying. I feel the
'cause
same way. You know.
take when Gohan first became a Super Saiyan 2, for example. He
Yeah. A lot of build
I
up.
don't do Android 16 for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
You had a robot that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was there to kill his father, convince him to transform into one of the greatest things known to man.
Yeah, but think about it.
You know
It
what?
wasn't even about 16 himself. It was about the message of 16, like what kind of person
Yeah,
he is. Literally,
That's the
all he
exact
wanted was to
thing.
protect nature, and like it was
That's the
just he was a
exact thing.
poor and
That right there.
probably
The
what
you said the emotional buildup from 16. Every Saiyan transformation that has happened has been to an emotional buildup.
yes. I think
Goku's
we can
going
all
super.
agree on that.
Hold on. Goku going Super Saiyan 1 was in response to Krillin's death. Goku, no, he learned Super Saiyan 3, didn't he?
Yeah,
Goku
yeah,
just
he learned it
he
learned
while
learned
he
Super
was
Super
Saiyan
in.
Saiyan.
3.
He learned Super Saiyan 2 and 3. Super Saiyan 2 and 3.
Yeah,
The first time you see it is was with Gohan where there isn't much build, but like for Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 was just a training thing.
yeah. So
Super
with
Saiyan 3 was also just a training thing as well, by the way.
Yeah, because he learned that while he was in hell.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, not well, it was just the other word.
see that could have worked for me. That could have worked if you would have said,
He was
"Oh
training in the
yeah,
background.
Gohan was training in the background." But the whole point of the movie was to say that Gohan was not training at all. That's the
Yeah,
reason
yeah, you're
Piccolo
right.
let the movie play out because Gohan was not training. Like that's like the entire reason the movie happens is because Piccolo's just like
Oh,
Gohan is lazy.
we can get back to it, but like I
I'm
don't
way off
want
topic
to
because
miss
I
out on
still
another
haven't
one.
even
So
gotten
like,
to explain. I haven't even gotten to explain what my theory was. Let me explain my theory real quick before we
Okay,
move back
okay.
on to the
okay,
next topic.
all right.
I agree completely with both. Is that random ass wolf from Akira because he just felt like it, and that is the upgraded form of Mystic. What I believe is that it is a full mixture of the idea of what Gohan realize has to realize that he is that because one of the biggest things about Super Gohan, because you see there's a lot about when he's getting into the tournament of power, he doesn't want to rely on his Saiyan power. He wants to rely on the fact that he's a human. I think Beast is a full mixture of what it is to be his human side with potential unleashed in a Super Saiyan in one. Because there's no
Mm,
reason his hair should even be doing that in the first place if he's not
Yeah,
transforming.
his hair is insanity.
yeah. So you're saying it's like instead of like just being potential unleash, he's learning how to tap. He's learning how to combine Super Saiyan with potential unleash, sort of like a Super Saiyan Blue situation with Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay,
if the
that makes
story,
sense.
I feel like the story that they made for superhero, it was a great story, but it was not a proper build up for what people want super
Yeah,
expect Beast Gohan to be.
yeah. I feel like it's really like I've heard multiple statements. Maybe somebody can fact check me, but Kira Toriyama originally wanted superhero to be a Piccolo story where he was the main character. But his people editors or like other people working on the movie were like, well, maybe we should make a Gohan centric instead. And Toriyama was like, all right. So you can kind of tell how Piccolo is really the main focus of the movie, and Gohan is just there for the transformation. He's just there to like
Yeah.
they're not doing anything too much
And
with Gohan
that
in this movie.
and that makes so much sense because Piccolo's transformation is actually in line. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. His translation gets a lot more like, oh man, that makes so much sense for Piccolo. Of course, that's his. Of course, he could use the Dragon Ball to increase his power. And of course, Shinron special connection with Piccolo, so he gets even more from that. It's a good explanation. I like it. I like the explanation for Piccolo's powers. His power
All
up.
right. Now
Oh yeah.
getting
Okay.
back to
Let's. Okay. So next one I could think of was Levi from Attack on Titan. Not he's a
okay,
spotlight still
so
in
here's
character.
Levi took it. Yeah.
so here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing about Attack on Titan in general is that the main idea is that Aaron is the main character, but in truth, he is not.
No, no,
I
Aaron's the
think
man. I would say Aaron. I would say he's not
I
the he's not the hero, but he is the main character. He's I would say.
Here's here's
Pretty
But
much,
go
here's
on.
the
yeah.
thing. I kinda agree with Rio. Because what it looks like, truly, Aaron doesn't become the MC until season 4.
Yes.
That's when he
Because I
becomes
was
the main
talking about
character.
this with another server because I'm friends with this girl and she loves Attack on Titan. And we had our entire server talking about this the other day. She literally listed out every event leading up to season 4 that where Aaron was not really even the big focus of it. He was just involved in some way that turned the tide, but his presence didn't actually matter. Everything focused on every other squad, Rainer squad, the Hang squad, Levi squad. Everyone else was more important than Aaron in every other moment until he decided to commit genocide.
See, it would be
I'm
fair
not
if
sure
you
about
would
I
think.
believe about that.
See, it's fair that you would think that, but like when you
I,
look at the events of the story, Aaron only popped up and became central to the story when there was a Titan involved. When it wasn't,
it's Attack
we
on
saw.
Titan.
Hold on. When there was an actual
Okay.
like an actual Titan, like the Beast Titan, the female Titan, that's when he was involved. And even then, Levi handled the Beast Titan. Like Commander Irwin and his whole thing took that entire like that whole fight was Commander Irwin. The female Titan arc, that whole fight that like the stuff leading up to that fight, it wasn't focused on Aaron. It was focused on it was like some parts Annie and like how Annie's adjusting to life and how all of that went down. The breaking of wall trust. That was like it was everyone else, even though that was the first time Aaron got his Titan. It looked at Aaron when he got his Titan, but that was it. You saw Marco and Bertolta and all of them. You saw what they did. You saw everybody going through it, fighting Titans, but you didn't really see Aaron. You see him when he transforms, yes, but after that, not really. You see Aaron when he fights Annie, but after that, not really. Aaron is here, but he
I'm
isn't the
not.
main character.
And yes, don't want to interrupt, but like I feel like that was very like like cherry picking. Like you would say, like you would see, he wasn't there unless you count the time he was there. So I feel like that's a lot what you said. Even then, like
But
the times when even then when
okay,
he's not
so
fighting time, he's still important.
tell
Like he's the
me
one.
one important fight that Aaron had besides Annie.
Like one important fight. Him and
See,
he was fighting like in the first like parts with everybody else was fighting Titans. He was
Wall
there fighting
Trust.
like yeah like Wall Trosh, yeah, when he
Aaron
before.
didn't end Wall Trust though, or Aaron didn't
Yeah,
kill the Titans. Aaron did help in Wall Trust. Aaron became the Titan, and he boarded up the wall. But that was it. Wall
I mean,
Trust's
yeah.
whole thing was a revelation for everyone else. All Aaron did was
Mhm.
board up the wall,
Okay,
which was incredibly important.
and then after that, the series basically revolves around people trying to like either kill Aaron or save Aaron. So like then you have the scouts get involved, and when Aaron leaves with the scouts after like they figure out a way to like get them to have custody of Aaron, the series moves with Aaron. He leaves Mikasa and an army behind, and it's all about people them trying to figure out his Titan powers. And from there, they get into the scout the first scout part where they go into looking out, and then they get chased by Annie. It's all about trying to protect Aaron. Aaron's also a character in this. He's also doing himself talking to the people. He's also
Yeah, but
befriending all these
Aaron's
other
never
characters.
a focus. It more so
How could he
follows the
not be?
entire.
How could
not
he
It
not?
gonna
follows.
How could he
It
not be the
follows
focus
the
of this?
entire group. It follows the group. There is not
Yes, yes.
one point in time
Yeah,
where Aaron gets a story revelation for all of that. Aaron gets no Maverick. Listen, Aaron gets no story revelation for the entire series, pretty much until season
what?
4. Because the whole point of what he wants to do is to get to the basement for his father. When we get
Wait,
to
what do
the
you mean?
basement,
Yeah,
Aaron,
that's
we
a
don't
story
even know
revelation.
Aaron's origins until the end of season 3. We don't, or not his origins, but we don't
But
learn. about the
the whole
old
story is
founding
building up to
titan
that.
and
It's
all of
about
that.
we want to learn it. We want to
It's
learn his
building up
origins. That's
to
what.
it, but we're not
No, it's
focusing on Aaron for it.
yes, we are. Did you not
Give me
watch the show?
5 important moments that Aaron had throughout
Okay,
every arc.
when
Throughout
he
every
first
arc.
okay first the first one when his mom dies at the beginning of the story. Spoilers. Then
That's
when he first
everyone
yes,
lost a
and
mother
then
that day.
what? But that literally, no, nobody else lost their mother that day besides Aaron.
Are
Literally, no,
you
Mikasa.
insane?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the show.
You
Yes,
talking about
yes, I
for the
know other
main
people.
3?
I know other people went through tragedy, but as a main character, we're seeing things through the lens of like yes, it's like saying like Deku. There's other people with quirkless in the My Hero Academia,
See,
but we're just seeing. It's not saying it's the same thing as like just because other people went through do the same thing doesn't mean he's not the main character. Just even though we're focusing literally on his story and the things that happen specifically to him, like we see in the
no,
first
yes.
episode, Aaron's mother dies. That it focuses on him. Then Aaron decides to join the Server Corps. Then his friends
That's
decides to join
fair.
it too because he's
That's
joining.
fair.
And then in the Server Training Corps, we see Aaron struggling to use the omnidirectional gear. He eventually learns how to use omnidirectional gear. Then it moves on to him deciding to become a scout because he wants to go out into the walls. He decides that because he does that. Armin and Mikasa follow him as well. And then the story moves on to going outside the walls and exploring that. Well, at least it should have been. But before that, we get to the Wall of Trust, part, where when they're all attacked by Titans because the colossal armor show up. Aaron gets injured. He becomes a Titan, and then he fights all the other Titans. And the story revolves around Aaron because like everybody's like, oh man, we need to learn how to use his power or to fight back the Titans now. This is our secret weapon. And like from there on there, it just more and more of Aaron pushing the story forward. You can't say the story doesn't focus on Aaron, but most of the
Now,
story is
now,
about
now,
Aaron.
now, now, tell me every part of that that didn't include or that doesn't include something that happened to somebody else. Because the whole Aaron lost
That's a
his mother.
story. That's how
No,
the
no, no,
stories
no, no,
work.
no,
Just
no,
because
no, 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 no. Listen. Aaron lost his mother. Yes, that steeled his resolve to go to the scout regiment. That is the same thing that we can say for Connie. Connie had that exact same thing happen to
no, he
him because
didn't.
of what happened to his village, because because of his family was killed. He wanted to become a Titan
No,
killer.
that was
It's the
season two.
exact same.
That
That's
was
when they
season two.
reveal it. They had the same.
No,
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 that was
no,
revealed in
that
season
was
one.
season. No, that was season two. Oh my god, that was like literally season two. Season two is when Beast Titan shows up and turns all that whole village into Titans. Connie was already a scout before. I was already like a soldier before that. Before that, that's not what made him go to that to become a soldier. Yeah,
All right, fair
yeah.
enough. My bad.
John too. His parents didn't die. Like no, they were good and like yeah.
I
Mikasa
still
parents
don't
died.
think it's Aaron's story.
How could you? Okay, moving on. Agree to disagree. But
Save
yeah,
that
how
for
do you feel
another
about that?
episode.
How do you feel about that, Rio? Well, what do you say?
Save that for another episode.
All right.
That in its own can be an episode.
Yeah,
The
I
last
know.
our last two breakouts are their entire own episodes.
Yeah. Let's see. Can y'all think of any other
Ooh,
like how?
Gato.
I
Gato
have
from One
a
Punch Man.
yeah.
Guess I can kind of see that he does still season two. Season two is a Garo, but Garo basically becomes the main character of season two of Punch Man.
Garo is such a cool character, and I like how they did him because it's inadvertently like not inadvertently. It's proving his point of him wanting to see a villain win. That's how I felt because I was cheering for I was cheering for Garo while he was fighting.
Mm.
He said he wanted to see the
Good.
villain win, and I wanted to see Garo win, and he was
Yeah,
winning. To be
yeah.
fair,
Yeah, like I sympathize guard because I was like that too. Like I am like that. I'm still like that. When I'm like when I see a hero winning, I'm like, it depends on how much. If they win all the time, I'm like, I want to see you lose. I want to see because it kind of feels like this is all scripted. I know it's scripted, but like it starts to feel scripted. I'm like, I don't like scripted fights. Nobody likes a scripted fight. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's all scripted. Among wrote it.
Yeah, no, that's why I said I don't like to feel scripted. I'm saying yeah, I want to feel like it's a scripted fight. I want to feel like oh yeah, there's nothing that can make things not go a different way. You know what I'm saying? And when anime and manga like figure out how to make it so you aren't expecting that like oh I thought the protagonist had to win this situation, but they don't. And I'm like oh those are the best moments. You know. Like in
Yeah.
like when it was like somebody like My Hero Academia when like Deku loses to like Todoroki and like you're like oh I thought he was gonna go all the way to the top that kind of stuff. I like those kind of moments and like but so I like when a villain can win because it's just a nice change of pace.
The world is gonna hate me for this one, but that's like one of the main reasons I love JJK because the villains don't even be winning. Everybody's losing in JJK.
You're
I feel
right.
like in
My
JJK,
Mahito and Yuji both lost their fight.
even in JJK, it's like even if you win, you gonna have to go through it, bro. Like they
That's
jumped
why I love
Mahito.
it, because JJK has the perfect sense of there is no winner in anything.
Like for okay, spoilers obviously for season 2. Uh for Mekamaru, people wanted Mekamaru to win because he just wanted his body because bro got a hold at birth. He wanted a body and he was going like he was gonna turn, but bro just didn't contact Gojo in time, so he had to fight for his life against Mahito, and he lost. And
Yeah,
then
but like
after
you, but
that,
we don't, but we as a viewer, we as viewers don't know if Mekmar is going to win or lose because one, he's a
yeah,
side character, and two, he's going up against Mahito and Ghetto. But also, you're like, man, well, he just got a new body, so like, no, surely there's no way they're gonna kill him off before we get to see all what he can do now. You know what I'm
bro
saying?
just got kaput.
And
But
it's like
what I like,
I love moments like that. So it's like, oh man, I was like, oh, the villain can win this situation. It's like when the villain, because fights with side characters are so more exciting sometimes. Because like you don't know if they're gonna win or lose, if they're gonna die or not. Because they side characters, story can keep on tracking, tricking, and it doesn't matter.
Everyone always wants to assume it's a side. If it's a side character, it's an immediate loss. But nah, you just gotta start believing.
but
Oh, I don't gonna
the
assume it's
one
gonna
of
be a loss. I just assume it could be a loss on when they could die or not. But with main characters, like 99% of the time, they're gonna survive and they're gonna win. Most of the time.
one one of my favorite parts about that fight though is how they establish um Mahito as a threat. Like, bro just outplayed a domain expansion, or not domain expansion, but bro outplayed
Simple domain.
Simple Domain. Bro outplayed
Simple
Simple
domain.
Domain. Like they set the way Ghetto set Mahito up earlier in the season for him to just look like he's gonna be steamrolling like every other lower sorcerer that isn't Gojo was amazing. And then you
Mhm.
bring him back. And even though you might not want to admit it, the nigga was getting I'm sorry, he was getting handled with the boogie woogie. Like he was beating Yuji with earlier, yes. But as soon as Ghetto came,
My
not Ghetto,
mind,
as soon
Oh,
as man, I can't remember my boy's name. Toji. As
Toto,
soon as Toto, man, as soon as Toto came and he started doing the boogie woogie, Mahito literally couldn't land a hit. Like bro was
Toto,
getting worked from all
Toto's the best.
directions.
Toto, I think Toto's the only character out of, out of everyone in the entire cast where they it's, no, because even Sukuna technically lost the first little scuffle he had with Gojo when he transformed into school at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Toto's the only person who has practically won every fight that he's been put into.
Toto with his boogie woogie is just insanity. Bro has fought. He's fought Mahito. He fought during the
He fought
events of
Mahito.
JJK Zero. He
He
fought
fought
the
Zero. He fought Hanami when they attacked the
anime.
school.
Yeah.
Yo, his first introduction is him jumping Megami. He had this
like,
man about to summon Maharaga in the first season.
bro is just a complete menace, and I do feel like it is a disservice what just happened to my boy. But
Yeah,
that's for another episode. The thing
yeah.
is, even after boosting up
Episodes.
Mahito,
Please get me on it because I
even
have some feelings I need to explain about JJK.
uh, even after Mahito was boosted up to seem like he was so strong, he still got dealt with by the Boogie Woogie, which wasn't even like
Yeah.
it's a strong
I think
technique,
we're going into a little bit
but
too much
it's not
detail at
from
this point.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
cause
what I was just
yeah.
getting.
Okay. I think last. I don't know if y'all. This is the last one I can think of. Like, I wish I had more time. Next time, if we ever do repeat, do something like this
Why
again,
not?
I think
Why
to
not just
come up with a
extend
list.
this episode?
I
I
have
mean,
one.
we could, but
Last
I want to go into something else before we go on too long. So I was
Okay.
gonna say, Ask Lad for my final pick is like a spotlight to character.
Oh
So I was thinking,
yes.
there's so many memes with Askeladd, and like, he's just a general such a cool character that kind of overshadows Dorfin, at least in the first season of
Okay,
Vinland Saga.
I will say this for Asklad. I don't necessarily hate his death. I hate the
Wait,
way
oh, hey,
Thorfinn reacted to his death.
why you can really go into like that? That's a super crazy spoiler to say. All
Because
right,
because
okay.
I seriously hate how Thorfinn reacted to Asklad's death. It
How
was
so?
stupid.
you
Because
know,
No,
even I
no.
still need to
I
watch
would say
Vinland Saga. I would say I've been.
Wait,
I was watch Saga
have
on
you watched
Netflix
Vinland
down
Saga
here.
Rio and Evil Deeds? How you watched it? How you about to watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. It's one of the animes that I've been the most excited to start watching, but I've been way too busy to actually ever start it.
Yo, Evil Deeds, come on, look what you did. You just spoiled him.
No, it's fine because I don't care. Look, I'm a
This is
JJK
what
fan.
this he's really putting evil. He's really putting evil in Evil Deeds.
that's the point of it. But like the show's been out for like 6 years, bro. Watch it.
Yeah.
Not my fault. Like
Bro, I just need to find the day to just sit down and watch it. I might watch it after this.
Yeah.
but like you know what I'm saying. Like the I don't like the way he reacted to his death
I
due
can I can
to
I can I can understand it because like he's the person who killed his father. That's a acceptable
yes,
spoiler because it happens in the first 3 episodes. All right, that's what the whole story is
like
about. Okay.
even if you want to kill him, like to do what he did just made no sense to me.
No, it's crazy. The thing is, it's a whole situation is crazy because like Askeladd, the show kind of flat tells you Askeladd raised this boy. He raised this is literally like a young dude situation. Like that's it. That's basically his second dad. Like rather
I mean,
Dorfin probably
yeah,
would never admit it,
because
but that man because
they
Dorfin was
put
like six
emphasis
when
on it in season two.
yeah.
If you've
Like
seen season two,
Dorfin was like 5. I've seen the season. Yeah, Dorfin was like 6 when he left with Askeladd. And he's like what 14, 15 at this point. Like he's like a young man, and Askeladd hasn't been the one training him this whole time. So when Askeladd dies, in the back of his mind, Dorfin's like, I've lost another father. Even though, but it's also like I've also lost my goals in life too as well. It's both of those things combined. So when he's crying, he's not just sad for Askeladd as well. He's sad for himself because like he has no purpose in life now. That's why he
I
goes into
still
his like
just don't
state he's in season 2.
still just
It
don't
makes
like how he handled it.
like think about it. He's going to do all this stuff, all this to kill Asgard, and Asgard doesn't die by his hand. The anguish is gonna be like incredible. I can understand the anguish he goes through. It just makes sense to me. When you go to like a decade of fighting, and your goal just slips out of your grasp like that,
Well, stop being weak.
I'm breaking down.
Stop being weak. That's
That's
all I can say.
crazy.
Like you fought Askeladd like 4 or 5 times, lost every time. Stop being weak, bro. It's his fault.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Oscar's just a killed character, and like he really is like more of a main character than Dorfin. Like everybody's following Askeladd. He's the one who comes to the plans. His goal is what drives them to interact with like Canute and stuff. His goal is to put Canute on the throne. Like he really drives the story in the season 1. So that's why I thought he'd be, you know, qualify in this criteria that we made up ourselves.
Yes,
Like
I have.
I'll
any
never
other
go.
characters? Huh?
I
I
would
have
like to
one.
give an
Um,
uh
technically, he counts and he doesn't count, but I feel like it wouldn't be right to go without mentioning the motherfucker himself, Goblin Slayer, because his entire story is based around the fact that he's not even supposed to be.
Oh,
He was
I see. I was like, what angle are you coming from on this? The show's
like,
like, man, I was like, oh, I
if
get,
you
yeah,
if you
that's a
really
cool part.
know,
I get what you're
you
saying now.
know that this man is simply an NPC. He's not even supposed to be the main character of his story.
Yeah. He's like he's not the hero. Like there's literally a designated hero in his story, and he's not that person.
oh yeah, they come into town in the first season. They come into town like a little bit late in the first season before he leaves and finds the priest and all that. Forgot about that actually.
There's a whole
Oh
nother,
no, that's no,
there's a
that's not
whole
the hero. The
nother
hero is somebody. The
D&D.
hero is somebody else. The hero isn't that first party.
No, they were
Those are
the
just
hero. They
no,
they
no,
they literally
No,
flat out
not the
said that
one
they
that,
beat.
no.
yeah.
Those weren't the heroes. Those weren't the heroes. The hero is
I thought
somebody
they
else. That's
were.
not.
They flat
No,
out
they
said
weren't.
that they beat the demon lord.
No, that venture party that died to goblins. Are you talking about them?
No, not
No,
them.
there's a
No, no.
town later with the group of three girls that come into town later, and everyone talks about how there's the heroes party. It's
Yeah,
Oh no,
the
the
that's the
first
main
that's
D&D.
also not the hero. The hero is doesn't appear in season one. As far as my knowledge, they talking about the hero, but they don't show up that season.
so are they
Even
frauds?
still,
Huh?
no, because it's because I believe that Goblin Slayer is set in an epic, which is like if you know D&D, an epic is just a campaign where there's multiple parties. You have
Yeah.
multiple different campaign groups going around playing. It's just an entirely different set of those everywhere. And this is, and of
That's
course
pretty
you
cool
got
about
the
that.
main cast. You got Elf, Dwarf, and the Lizard. They're all part of their own party. And the Goblin Slayer is just an NPC that was supposed to help them on their quest.
Yeah.
He's not supposed
But
to still be.
in the story there is a hero, but they haven't showed up yet as far as season one. Because I feel like I remember that, but like the hero, I think it's a woman, and they haven't shown up yet. At
Yeah.
least in season one, I haven't seen season two yet. Uh, but yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Spotlight still in character. This is main character actually.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
felt like
yeah,
he doesn't fit the criteria for what we're talking about, but his entire purpose is exactly that.
yeah. In the universe, Spotlight still in character. So I think we can move on to the last section, which we call like it's our highlight reel, like was what I like to call it. It's like what I like to call it. Basically, we just talk about like several things we've seen over the week or month, or we just randomly came across that everything is cool and worth mentioning. Rio is a special guest. Do you want to go first?
Oh yeah, I got a perfect one because I was just talking to Eva Dees about this. Um, I went to an they had an anime convention down here today, near where I stay. So
Yeah.
got to see a lot of cool stuff there. This is my first con ever,
Oh,
so
cool.
I really got to enjoy myself. I got some stuff out of that. I got Meliodas is the I don't remember the name, but it's the first green sword the one with the green handle that he has.
His original sword that lets him full
Yeah,
counter.
yeah.
Oh,
I got
really?
that. For,
Is that the one with the dragon,
um,
like dragon seal attached to it?
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, really? I'm not sure.
yeah.
I don't
They
think it has a name. It's just the coffin of destruction. Wait, is that the one that Elizabeth gives him, or something else?
I
I don't
no,
remember if Elizabeth
but
gives us home
no.
that
I
shit.
wasn't. Gonna, I, also, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but like, you can just say a scanner is an honorary spotlight cylinder person.
Yeah,
But
they
go on ahead. Don't go ahead with your story.
they actually had both of his swords there at the con. I could have got both of them, but I only got the first one. Um, I got if you've ever played Devil May Cry, I got Dante's pistols, Ebony and Ivory.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Um,
Yeah,
Oh, actually, that is very nice. That's
that's
cool.
cool. And
My need to show some pictures to me.
what I
I like to see.
what I wish that they had there, even though there'd be I'm pretty sure they probably had one, and we just got there too late to find it. But I wish they had like Virgil's Yamato or like Devil Sword
Oh,
Dante.
that would be
You know,
hard.
that would be hell of it because they had a bunch of other cool swords there as well. They had a bunch of Witcher swords, and I was explaining earlier that I didn't get the Witcher sword I wanted because there was one that had the wolf medallion as a palm, and I really wanted that one, but they all sold out before I could get one. But yeah, I went to AnimeCon for the first time today. Had a lot of fun with me and my boys. Got to saw a lot of people. My favorite, there were a bunch of different cosplays that were both anime and non-anime. Like we
You
had
just read
Genshin
my
characters.
mind. I was about
Oh,
to
yeah,
ask you
we had
that.
Genshin characters. I did not know so many people in Mississippi knew what Genshin was. Um,
I feel like
Oh,
Genshin is just
Genshin
like
go crazy,
everywhere,
man.
bro.
Like
Genshin is just in every
Genshin fans
part
go
of
crazy.
the world right now, bro.
yeah,
I feel like they weren't even from Mississippi. They probably traveled like from other states just to show people that yes, we like Genshin.
because they had like every Genshin costume I saw was really good. My favorite was this one character named Hazel. Hazel. His whole thing is that he's a detective, and his ability is that he just punches air at you. He kicks you in the side of the head, and all of a sudden the wind takes you away. He's one of my favorite characters.
Wait, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I got him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
think
gotten him.
I think you might have showed me this character before when we were in
Yeah,
Vegas.
because I wanted him really bad because he threw fists, so I spent money for him. I don't want to talk about it.
So saw them. We saw some anime characters. There was an Edward Elric. There was an Edward, and there was a
Hey, I'm gonna play
Rebecca
Edward.
from Cyberpunk that was walking with him. There was a Lucy
Cyberpunk.
that was walking with them. There was apparently someone that was dressed as V, but I didn't get to see them.
That
There
would
was
be so
Harley
cool
there.
to see.
There was a guy that was dressed as Deadpool, but he only had the mask on. He was wearing beach shorts. He had a water gun in behind his pants. And he
That's
came
really
in with
cool
someone who
though.
was dressed as Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. So that was fun.
I
Not
think
really.
what we should do, Rio and you, Maverick, we
When was
should go to another comic con thing,
this?
like what we did when
I
we
want to
went to
try something.
Alabama.
I want to see if we can make it to DreamCon. I know, but DreamCon is like always like sells out
It's
though as
sold
soon as like.
out like really quickly, so we would have to get
But
tickets
but
immediately.
you can we can get tickets still though. We got it's they'll have another drop in like March, so you just got to be on the ball immediately about it with it.
Would you
If you're
be
really interested.
down to come to Texas with us, Rio, for DreamCon?
Definitely.
Yeah, I
Bet.
won't mention any other. I won't mention any other regional con, you know, specifically. Just but like
Um,
there's go to as well if you look around because I am planning on going on vacation. You know, a pretty good vacation this year.
Mm. Um,
last
I
thing
was going
from
to say, just to clear this up prior, Maverick, I did look it up. The girl from season one is the hero.
Really?
Yes, because I
I
knew I
guess I don't
wasn't
know.
losing my mind. She was the hero.
Huh? Did she show some in Goblin Slayer's town?
She, yeah, she goes by a different name later. Spear Girl or Spear Hero, whatever.
Wait, is that a spoiler?
I don't know. It's a name. I can't. If you get
Oh.
spoiled by a name, it's because you looked it up, bro. Like it's not my fault at that point.
Oh no. Oh well, I have to look into that later. But okay, okay, all right.
One last thing I wanted to mention for the highlight thing is that at the con as well, there was this group of dudes, and they run this little group that's I have a card that I got from them because they're real cool about it. But they run like this 3D printing group. They run like a whole 3D printing clinic where you can bring in your 3D printer and they'll help you fix it and upgrade it. And then they teach classes about 3D printing, laser cutting, engraving, all that type of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I'm going to be going to that because I have some because they're mostly doing it for people that want to get into cosplay and stuff. And one of the things I wanted to do was that I wanted to because I have a group that I play D&D with, So I wanted to make 3D print our D&D figures out sometime this year, and then I want to get into cosplaying because there are some characters that I want to go out there and be as.
Yeah, me too. Cause like when I went to when me and Eve Dudes went to one con, that's my first one. There was a lot of cosplay. So I feel like, man, I'm missing out. I'm just in my like regular clothes. Everybody else is wearing cool stuff. I want to fit in. Cause like really, man, just seeing all the cool cosplays they have is really the main draw. So I want to join in myself.
Rio
Just,
was that in state, that little the thing
Yeah,
near you?
what? Mm.
yeah, because the con was at the Lander Center. And I think they still do it every week at the Lander Center. I have the paper somewhere.
Oh,
I'll send it to you.
okay, okay. How much was it?
Uh, we didn't sign up. We joined their Discord. We didn't sign up. It's like $10 for the class. You only paid that one.
Man, I might have to do it.
Wait, no. How much was the condo itself? The whole
Oh,
con.
I was talking about the
It was
thing.
only $10. Yeah,
Oh, how much was the con?
yeah. It was only $10. I just ended up spending a bunch of money because my entire
Wait.
group.
The con tickets were $10.
Yeah, entry to the con was only
Oh,
$10.
oh, cool. What about and the 3D print thing was also $10 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's coincidence. All right.
It's extremely cheap.
What about you? What about you? What about you, Kelton? You, Eve Days. What's your highlight reel?
Um, don't really have any. You know, I've been watching a bunch of the recent anime from this season. Watched um Solo Leveling. You know, I just seen the craziest grin I think I've seen in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. My favorite show is back, or one of my favorite shows. Two of them
What's
really,
that
because
one?
Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy and Mash Muscles and Magic.
Yeah.
Both of those are going on right now, and I love them both.
Uh.
Uh
Uh.
yeah, that's it really.
Okay. I mean, my highlight reel is actually pretty packed. I've seen a bunch of anime from this season. That's someone I can pay attention to. So I'm watching. I won't go into detail all of them. I'm watching Frieren. I'm watching Ragnar Crimson. I'm watching Level 99 Villainess. I'm watching Soul Leveling. I'm watching. I started Delicious in Dungeon. Just today.
You started it.
Yeah, I started. I'm watching Ashura. Like we said we talk about.
Yeah,
Uh, it's probably like at least maybe one or two more. But like basically the whole point. I'm watching a bunch of anime from this season. Like I'm also watching Blue Exorcist. That's a throwback right there. Like that season, the third season came out of nowhere for me. I'm like, oh, well, I watch all those seasons. I might as well watch this season, So I'm watching that too. Yeah, I'm watching like 6 to 7 shows this season.
this is a
I'm back.
long episode.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Maybe I should split. I might actually split this. I don't know. No, it won't be
No,
okay. Split.
no,
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 this
no.
would be
Yeah,
this would be a super long episode. Uh, we haven't
a
been
New
done.
Year
I
special.
also New Year's special. Also, I saw each. No, I watched the second season of Slime.
Finally, you finished
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I watched it. Yeah. Before we go into the, have you seen the movie yet?
No, I do need to watch the movie. That's the only thing I haven't watched.
Okay. Okay, we can watch the movie. Maybe we can all like watch the movie. Rio, have you seen Slime? Yeah.
uh, I've seen season one. I've not started season two, and I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, you seen season 2?
No.
He hasn't seen season 2.
Okay, you haven't seen season 2. Okay. Oh, me and Neve dudes. Maybe we can watch the movie after this because like I wasn't sure whether to watch the movie yet or not, just in case you hadn't watched it. And I wanted to like just to reveal on the podcast. So I saw it. I was like, I don't know. I just something got into me to watch season 2. Maybe because I wanted to talk about it here. But I watched like 16 episodes in one day.
Man, that's a me
Yeah,
thing.
I was like. Yeah. Nah, it was I don't know. I just like I had the time. I was like, man, I'm just gonna watch because like I don't want to get sidetracked. I was like, I don't have anything better to do. I'm gonna watch season 2 of Slime. I got to that point. I was kind of surprised. Like, damn, this has been out for 2 years. Man, I really been. I feel like I feel like I remember when it first came out. Like, I'll watch this a little bit later. You know, I don't watch it. I don't need to watch it now. But now it's been 2 years now.
I get season 3
It's
this year too. Season 3 comes out
it's
later this year.
yeah,
It's a
it's pretty
great year
good.
for anime. 2024 is
It's
going to be a
pretty.
great year.
Yeah, slime is pretty
Yes.
good. I just I just have one. I'll say the bad before I say the good. I have one. I'll just have one little complaint. This dude Rimuru is just a dying eye. Is a dying eyes. He's a diet eyes. I won't go into detail for video's
That's
sake, but like
no,
no, I won't go into detail. But like
no.
Rimuru does something to a whole group of people that I'm like, didn't eyes do something similar to this? I'm like, oh, I was like,
Are you
oh, and then
comparing Rimuru getting attacked to Ainz killing for pleasure? Really?
it's like okay. The thing is, he didn't have to. You know, he didn't have to go
He
that far.
did.
You know,
He literally did. It's the whole reason that he did it in the
no,
first
no.
place.
He literally did. I just watched it. He did twice as many as he had to do for that thing, and he. I'm not saying what he did was wrong. I'm just saying like if you're going to blame eyes for what he did, I'm like it's literally the same thing basically.
You're a
Where
victim
he
blamer.
just like
He's a victim blamer. Okay, great. I'll figure it out now.
no. I'm not saying I'm not saying what he did was wrong. I'm just saying the scope of what he did is like a similar mentality to what Irons did. It's like, oh, I'll just do this thing for my sake. And then like he's also is like I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying what he did was similar to me, what Irons did in another in Overlord. Okay. Not saying what he did was wrong. I'm just like saying it was
Wait.
really extreme.
It wasn't even Ainz's idea.
You talking about
It
Rim? Are you talking about
wasn't even Ainz's idea to do whatever happened. Because Ainz has no ideas for himself. Meaning, it,
I'm talking about scene in the season 3 when they're in the desert and he decides to use that super powerful spell
oh,
to
you
do
talking about,
something.
okay.
Yeah, okay. Like what I'm saying, this is a similar situation. I'm not saying it's wrong because it's like it's war and everything, but you know he didn't need to go as far as he did.
He
And to me, I was
did.
like,
He actually
literally, like,
states why he did it.
no, I know why he did. I know why he does it, but he does it twice as much. Like, there's a certain amount he needs to do, but then he does even more than that because he just like he wants to
No,
wipe
because
out everybody just in case.
he says that they're gonna come back and do the same thing again if he leaves them big.
Yeah, but you know they probably after their whole like all of them like get that happens to them. You know, probably, but it's the same mentality. It's the same mentality. It's like I'll just get rid of everybody, or it's like just so just so nobody comes back. It's like that kind of thing. Which I'm like, okay, it's war. It's not too bad. But it's like it's still like the same mentality as some other people have that are looked as villains. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but
That's
besides that, that's not even the main point. I mean, that's not the main point. I'm just saying, I'm just comparing him to Irons. I'm saying they're similar in that way to me. But the main point is that the how easily he does it is what gets me. I'm like, he went from being like, I'm just a slime, haha, to like, okay, I'm going to drop a nuclear warhead to kill all these
to be
people.
fair,
I'm
his
like,
power is gluttony. Not gluttony. What is it called again?
yeah, I was like, I don't know, I just thought that was a break of character to me. I'm like, what? Why? How did he go from this to that this easily? This easily? Like he just the way he
I
just
mean, he
treats
can
human
absorb
lives.
that. It's not like
Yeah,
he
I don't know. The way he just treats human
purposely
lives is just being like ooh, less than dirt. Like not every soldier in there has to be
he
like
doesn't.
like, you know how never like, but you have to know every soldier on board doesn't have to be completely on board. They probably don't even know what's going on fully. All of them. It's like okay.
Yeah,
I'm like
Rimuru
he really does not care
treats
at
you
all
like
about what
Rimuru treats you like dirt if you treat him like dirt. Because one of
I'm like
his
saying.
he literally is allied with one of the princesses from another country
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not.
or
Yeah, I'm
kingdom.
not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not maybe justified, but it's just the way that he was said before. It's like if Zuko like if like his friends got killed, like got killed, and he's like, okay, now I have to come back and kill everybody. I'm like, what happened? Like that's such a drastic character change. He does it so careless, like so like
Whenever about you
nonchalantly. It's like a. Huh?
is that whenever you need to make a comparison, you immediately use Izuku.
I don't know
Is
why. I don't
is
know why I do it. I could use Tanjiro. It's like because I yeah, maybe because I already use them. It's just this episode. I'll use Izuku, Tanjiro, or like what's his name, Yuji. I can go to Yuji as well. Tanjiro. It's like a Tanjiro. Like somebody killed his family. But actually, never mind. He's like he
if
literally from the
someone
demon
killed his
slayer.
family. Yeah,
Like,
if
he
if
literally
only
from
if only someone killed his family, maybe spice it up a
oh
little
my
bit,
god,
turn his sister into a
no no
demon.
no 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 no
Like
no.
maybe,
More like oh,
maybe.
no. I don't know. I can use it. You can
Give it
background
up.
any other anime character. Look, imagine Edward Elric. Imagine somebody killed his brother, and he decides I'm gonna have to wipe out this whole country. Like I'm gonna have to wipe out this country's whole army. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of level it is. Like I'm like, what? Like what? How did you go from this to that? Like you literally decided. It's not even that it's the wrong thing. It's just a character mentality wise. I'm like, so you're
But
just
but
okay with doing
but
that amount of damage?
would it not fit in the context of equivalent exchange?
No, I
Like
was
he
literally
has to kill them for his brother to
every
come back. Equivalent exchange.
He's like, oh man, sorry. So it's like, sorry, I got to kill all these people. Like I have to do it. Like man, you killed one person, I had to kill 100,000 people. And it's like I don't care. Also, I stopped caring about human lives. I was just pretending to care about humans. That's what it feels like to me. So I feel like Rimiro was just pretending to care about human lives. He just like, no, or maybe it was just a realization to Rimiro. Like he realized I don't actually care about humans. I just care about people I like. That's what I was like. From that point of view, maybe it makes sense. But to me, I was like, oh, this is just a very weird character break for me. I was like, oh, all right. And then afterwards, he's like, man, that was a thing that happened. Let's cover it up. Propaganda. I'm like, oh, all right. We just I'm just gonna lie like I didn't do that. Tell everybody I didn't do that. I was like, all right, okay. This isn't wrong. But I'm just saying, not exactly. No, not exactly the
Yeah,
best
you're a
thing,
victim
but
blamer,
like
bro.
that.
You're just a victim blamer. I get it now.
Okay. Okay, all right, okay.
Were you saying something, Rio?
I'll chat,
mm,
I'll chat about that later. But yeah, but everything else besides that, I thought it was pretty good. Fights. Like I like how whenever Rimuru gets a power up, everybody else gets a power up with him. It's like he just brings everybody up with him. I think that's pretty cool. And like the nation building aspects. And then also my favorite character this season was like Vedora. Cause I like somebody who isn't completely subservient to Rimuru. Like he has a peer in Vedora. I like
I
that
like
like dynamic.
the thing I like most about Valdor is the fact that he's like consistently trying to read manga, and he's just like he's trying to read like manga just constantly. That's how his character is.
Yeah. But I also like that he's a character that doesn't glaze Rimuru constantly. Like the first 3 episodes of this season was just like everybody was like, Rimuru, you're the greatest person ever. Rimuru, this is so ingenious. How did you think of this? Rimuru, your power truly makes me respect you. I'm like, okay, all right. I get it. He's good. He's the GOAT.
To be fair, it's not like Rimuru is not like Ainz in the fact that the world doesn't revolve around Rimuru as much as you may think, or it's not bending a knee to Rimuru. Like with Ainz is just so brain dead that whatever happens doesn't really matter because he can just stop it. But
I think what kind of balances it out with Overlord is that Ainz, even though Ainz is like the main character, we also follow other people who are going against Ainz that we really like, and that aren't bad people as well, and that we
they
know
just
are going
have
to get
no
messed up
chance
because
though.
yeah, but with slime because we're
With Slime,
following because all the good characters are following Rimuru. We really don't have to worry about anything. There was a point in the series I was like, oh man, I really took this series for like had for granted. I had low expectations. They really went this far, and then like 2 minutes later, like actually we can make all these consequences go away. I was like, oh, never mind. I'll take what back. What I just thought. I
Slime
was
actually
like, all
has
right.
it so that Rimuru could potentially get killed.
Huh?
Like the the woman that's chasing around Rimuru because she thinks he killed her pupil. She can't. She
Hinata.
has actually proven before that she can get on Rimuru because she can just stop
Oh
his
yeah, yeah,
magic,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. It's
and
like
he
it's
actually
like
lived by
that's what
complete
I'm
luck.
saying. This is like a diet overlord. Like this is like he's not as bad as Ainz. He's just like he's like 2 steps below Ainz. Like when it comes to power and it comes to like
Two,
you know cruelty.
two. So
Two, 10
him,
steps. 10. He's like 10 steps. I'll give him 10 steps
10,
below Ainz. Okay,
10,
10.
10. How many steps are we
Yes,
talking?
man. This man's is helping out demon lords. He's not that good.
I'm just saying. He
Like
himself
this
is a
man's
demon
corporate.
lord, and he's not attacking people. He simply wants to live his life as the ruler of his kingdom. That's it.
Okay.
Ainz,
All right.
Ainz is purposefully seeking out innocent kingdoms and destroying them.
Oh,
Purposefully,
also,
not mistakenly.
not before we get too off topic in this heated debate. This is probably the most heated argument we had. Well, I didn't call it an
On the
argument. Probably the most
podcast.
heated debates we have in the
Yeah.
podcast. Rio, I blame you. This is your fault. Just joking. I was saying
This is my purpose. Yeah.
Hinata, I think that's the character we were talking about with the holy powers, right? The holy knight. I saw this character in the first opening. I was like, finally, we finally get to know who this character was. She was literally in the first opening and has not really appeared until like this season. For me, so it's been like 3 years of me not knowing who this person was. No, you remember when she shows up in the first opening? He's like fighting her,
Yeah.
but she never shows up. Like I don't know why this anime keeps on doing this, where like they'll show characters in a
To be
core,
fair,
but they never show up.
I'm pretty sure it was a two-part core. Two-part core,
Yeah. She
right?
shows them in the first
Yeah.
core's open. Yeah, it's weird because she shows them in the first core's opening, fighting Ruru, but that doesn't happen in the first season at all. It doesn't happen in the first core of that season. It
Yeah.
doesn't happen in the second core. Then she shows up finally in the second season's opening, and she actually fights Ruru. I'm like, why did you show her that early before? Like, what's the point? What was the point? There's some other
All
stuff that's
right.
shown opening from time to time. That I'm like, this also didn't appear in the season at all. Why did this all, like you see like Diablo's like demon form? I'm like, why did you show that when it doesn't happen? Like you're spoiling the light novel.
Okay. It's
Uh,
been almost 2 hours. I think
yeah,
it's proper time
yeah,
to call it.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. This is a good ending point. Yeah, we just had a lot to talk about this episode. I
Yeah.
might actually wait a second. We didn't even get to Ishura.
We didn't talk about Ishura. Man.
Like, I think we might actually have to split this episode. I
We
don't
can just
know.
update it. We can just update it with the next episode of Ishura. We talk about both next podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll have a two for. All right. All right. See you next time, travelers. We'll end it like that for today.
See you later.
Later. Goodbye. Safe travels to your next tavern,
To your next tavern.
bro. Send me out on adventures.